Okay, thought our team handled the layout very well, other than not holding on to the football there at the end of the game. But we dominated on the line of scrimmage, ran the ball extremely well, played the run, extremely well defensively for the most part. But the way I like the mentality of our football team, the way they came out and established the line of scrimmage. Thank you, Steve. Played extremely fast in the game. Offensively, I thought we were very effective. Obviously, the explosive plays help in those situations. But really proud of our guys. I think we had a really good week of preparation, and I told them that's the difference. We got to continue to prepare the right way and see that. I think the injury-wise, Casey Crosby's got a finger. I don't know how bad it is right now. They're evaluating that, and Rashad Fenton had a quad contusion. I think he should be okay. But I think that's it on the injury front. I'll open up for any questions. Javon's fine. He's been cleared. Yeah, he got stepped on.
Will, first half, those two drives they scored on, they were kind of running at will. What was the halftime adjustment?
Well, not really as much. We gave them the short field, which I think is 23-yard line going in. They convert a fourth down. So I thought they hit a couple runs. And then on the one long drive they did. They hit a truck play out the backside. Same thing they hit us with on the first drive, the fourth play of the game last year on the nub side run. They didn't come back to it. But they hit a couple runs here and there. And Kyle was accurate, with the football, which he is a lot. Made a heck of a throw in the end zone there. So, they made some plays. And I think that coming off the drive, we were moving a little bit up front. And we needed to play blocks a little bit more. And that was probably the one thing we did at halftime. And T-Rob did a really good job of just saying, let's settle down. Let's get them playing blocks instead of moving as much. I thought we created more issues for ourselves than we helped probably.
How would you assess Kenlow's performance today?
Javon?
Yes.
I thought he played well. He's very disruptive, obviously. He's very hard. We're trying to create as many singles as we can in protection. And when he gets singled up, he should win in the single. So that's what we expect.
Coach, that opening drive was so strong. You're moving fast, pick up first downs, then the penalty, and then you take the big strike in the next play. When this offense is clicking, when this potential could be reached at its best, is that what it's going to look like?
Well, I would hope so. I think, again, we've moved the ball very well in our first game, and I think the first half against a very good defense, we moved the ball well. We didn't create a lot of opportunities for ourselves, but it's a team game. We didn't give our offense a chance in the second half of the second ball game. But I think, again, if you're going to play us in middle field coverage, we have some guys that we can win on the perimeter. We had a really good matchup with Shy in the slot. We felt that way coming into the game. We wanted to get him in some single coverage, and we did. But Brian and Debo outside are going to win in coverage as well. So Jake does a really good job of orchestrating our offense and doing what we do extremely well. A lot of RPOs tonight that you saw, a lot of very good decisions that were made. Some penalties. I think we had 2 times in RPOs. It's hard when you do have an offensive lineman downfield, and we did. They were downfield. There's no question they were. And we got to get rid of the ball maybe a little quicker in those situations, and then hold on to the ball at the end of the game. Extremely disappointed, and you could have ended the game and hung 50 if you take care of the football.
What stands out about what went right with the run game?
Well, I think, again, we got a hat on a hat. We also made some guys miss, and I saw some of our backs run through contact. There was a lot of what we call bull yardage, yards after contact. And that's something you're going to have in our league because they're going to have enough in the box a lot of the times. You got to run through contact. You got to earn your scholarship.
Did you see how Bryson and Shimmy today? Seemed like they were
really good rushing. I thought Bryson, played 6 technique extremely well for us. 2 runs jump out at me that he made at the point of attack. I thought he rushed the passer extremely well. I didn't know who caused the fumble on when Sterling picked it up. Javon. Okay, I thought it was John. I saw a 91 flash. I didn't see who it was. I was looking at the routes down the field. But, again, I thought we got pressure with 4. We got pressure with 5. And, we got to continue to do that.
Derek Mason said coming in that he was calling this a street fight, kind of a physical style of play. Did you see that in your players as far as stepping up to the plate, as far as maintaining that physicality?
Well, we rushed for 273 yards.
Did you like the work you got out of Keir Thomas at end?
Yes. Keir creates a bigger presence for us on the edge. And that's, really what hurt us in our last ball game. We lost the edges a lot on some things. We've got to be able to hold the point better. But he'll continue to play inside as well. He's a really good rusher inside. He holds the point edge on the well at times. And then we got to play more guys. We got to continue to bring these guys along, and we're trying as best we can. It's a fast ball now. It's not warm-up anymore.
Well, going back to that street fight comment, did your guys take that a little personally?
I think so.
This was A.J. Turner's, first extended action of running back a little bit. see out of him, and how nice is it to have three guys you can come in?
Well, I've got confidence in 4 guys. We got to get Mon healthy. Mon's right now just not. I mean, he's obviously playing in some short yardage and go-on situations. We miss him on kickoff a lot and on special teams a lot. But he's coming around. He's getting more and more healthy, more and more confident in the hamstring. So we just got to continue to bring him along. But I've got confidence in all 4 guys.
It seemed like coming out of halftime, the offense went really high tempo. Was that an emphasis, or is that just things started working and it just?
No, I think you hit some plays, you get the chains moving, and then you see that the defense may be fatigued. And you're looking at our total snaps is close to 80. That's it's a good ballpark to be in as long as you're moving the ball.
How impactful is it for Kendall to be that disruptive? How does that impact the whole defense?
Anytime you got an inside guy that you got to deal with, I mean, at the end of the day, it's very hard to chip an inside guy. You can chip on the edges. It's hard to gain help if you can direct the protections the right way. So it's our job as coaches to get him in one-on-one matchups, and that's what we try and do.
Will, how shot Smith after the game?
Good. Yeah, he was fine. He could have come back in.
And just about his performance tonight.
Oh, he's a really good player. Again, we felt really good about the matchup in the slot. But we'll feel good about that matchup in a lot of weeks. He's a good football player. We've got some weapons on offense. We got to continue to get him the ball and distribute the ball with some other guys. And I thought Brian called a really good game.
A lot of your players said in the week leading up that they wanted to get the taste of the last loss out of their mouth, even though the game was well in the rearview mirror. How did it help to start fast and score like that in the opening there?
I think anytime on the road, regardless of how the last outcome was, it helps to start fast in the game and get a little confidence going, especially when you come off, we didn't coach and play very well. So you gain a little confidence for yourself and go out on defense and get a stop and get the ball, the offense back. So those are things that are always positive on the road.
It seemed like on offense, you guys were getting a lot of guys in there in the skill positions, tight ends, wide receivers. Was that an emphasis or just game flow of things kind of?
That's really what we've done all 3 weeks. I mean, you're getting to the point where when you're in up tempo, those guys get gassed, especially when they run a 9 route, you throw or not throw the ball to them. We try and sub those guys as best we can. The bad thing about subbing is you allow the defense to sub, which is one of the reasons why you're trying to play a tempo offense. So those are all things you kind of go through.
Will Parker hadn't missed a field goal, and some of his kickoffs on the touchbacks. Is that maybe more consideration to get Tommy in there?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it, and we just got to be a little more consistent. And Alex as well. Alex has got a strong leg. He's hit the ball extremely well in practice, and that competition in fall camp was extremely close. And Parker's kicked the ball well, and I got confidence in all 3 guys.
You mentioned a moment ago winning on the road. After planning for 3 home games to start the season, seeing how the team responded out of their own building, what does that show you heading into this next matchup where history's been on the side of the other team?
Well, recent history.
Recent history,
Right.
yes.
Make sure we get that right. But, again, when you have an experienced quarterback and you've got some experienced players at positions, we still don't have the depth that we want to have, but that's fine. That is what it is. We'll make that work. I expect our guys to handle a road environment well. I expect our guys to handle a thunderstorm well, a lightning delay well. I mean, that's what you expect when you have an older team at some positions. Again, we don't have the depth we want, but at most positions, we've got some guys that have played quality football for us.
How do you coach a situation like that with the lightning delay?
Well, you're kind of at the mercy of the weatherman. You started laughing, I didn't. All right? But you want to fill in a quote there or what?
I can.
But, again, it's the safety of the student athlete is the most important thing, and it's all about the radar, where the lightning strike is. Once the lightning strike is out of a certain area, I think it's 8 miles, you got to wait 30 minutes. I mean, I've been through this a lot. We didn't have an indoor at Florida. I dealt with this every day. So I'm really good at this kind of stuff. So you just get in and you make sure the guys stay hydrated. You make sure the guys get something on their stomach because we ate pregame meal 4 hours prior to game time. And then when we get out and get them going. We knew exactly we were going to go through our warm-up. We were going to go through our pregame situation, 7-on-7. We were going to get some team snaps to set our pads again to get ready to go. I mean, that's part of, the coming out of locker room and being ready to play, no different than halftime.
Shermer completed less than 50% of his passes. What did y'all do to keep him so?
Well, I think the 4-man rush and the 5-man rush was very effective, and we did some good things. We lost Rashad. We had some doubles on Lipscomb that we kind of lost when that happened. We lost Rashad. That was disappointing. I felt like we had a really good game plan to defend him. He's a really good football player. He played really well. Kyle threw some accurate balls to him, but I think that the rush was very effective.
Will, on the first fumble with Rico, I think that his knee looked down on replay. Did you guys, what went wrong with the replay situation?
I don't know. I'm not allowed to comment.
Okay.
And
What did you kind of see from Bryson in the fact that, you know, he's not necessarily the biggest buck, but and you're going up against a team that's
Very
not tight ends.
elusive on the line of scrimmage. He's got a very good feel for blocks. He always has. He has things that you can't coach as far as feeling blocks and pressure points and things like that. That, you know, he's very quick. He's very elusive on blocks.
Your rotation on the defensive line was a little bit different today. Do you think that will continue when you get some guys healthy back, or is that just kind of with the injuries?
No, we wanted to get bigger on the edges. Kier's played end a lot for us. You know, we got to continue to bring Ricky and JJ along. They're going to be really good players for us. Kobe Smith's done some nice things. Javon's continued to play well for us. Shamik and Aaron are both playing well. And then Danny's a guy that can go in and help us when we're not in regular defense.
Take two more.
Brad Johnson's played well as well.
In terms of what you guys
Two
did in
more.
the run game, were a little more creative? Was that an emphasis? I mean, I was sitting kind of far away, so maybe I'm missing something.
No, we ran the outside stretch play, probably a little more than we had the previous week or two. But it was the same runs we've been running. I mean, we got the ball in the perimeter with Debo. That was a plan going into the game. And then we ran some stretch that we wanted to get the ball in the perimeter. You know, they really jammed the inside well. But we ran the inside zone extremely well in the game. And we ran the power play extremely well in the game. Those are the basically the 4 runs we ran.
Is this about as good as you've seen offensive line and defensive line play in the same game? Just
Well, again, it's 1 week. You know, I think when we get ahead of ourselves here, but we got to continue to improve. We got to continue on both lines of scrimmage to bring our young players along. That's where we're just struggling with the quality depth. Again, it's not about talent; it's about experience, and we got to continue to bring these guys along. I've said that since SEC media days all along. That's where we've got to take a next step.
All right, let's wrap it up and let some players come in.
All right, thanks, guys.
Somebody grab that chair for me.